they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window? I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets.
Welcome back to another episode of Graybo's Giblets. I'm your host, Graybo, and welcome back to the College Football Locks Show Week 2. We're out here dropping giblets, and I am joined by Denny one time and our boy Fitz to break down some college football picks for Saturday's Week 2 slate. What's going on, everybody? Denny, how was your Week 1 betting recap, and any games intrigue you?
Yeah, last week was a good start to the season. I didn't get to watch much because I was in Burbank with Seto at the card show working like a dog for 3 days. So I'm very excited about sitting my butt on my couch this weekend to watch football on Saturday and Sunday.
Don't you have your son's birthday on Saturday?
I do. So I think I'm going to carve out 2 hours for that. You know, give him some personal time and attention for 2 hours, and I'm going back to the couch. No, I'm very excited. I think last week was I'm just cool. The whole Coach Prime stuff was great. Florida State rolling over LSU was kind of my semi-surprise of the week. I wish I got to watch that one. But yeah, obviously Coach Prime stole the show.
For sure. Fitz, how we doing? What about you? How was your betting week? How was your college football Week 1 experience?
It was good. I was at the beach, got to watch quite a bit of football, and I'd like to nominate Duke as Father of the Year for carving out 2 hours for his son's birthday.
I mean,
the sacrifices we make.
That's a big sacrifice. Awesome. Yeah, like the Colorado TCU game, maybe one of the best games that we'll see all year. Back and forth, the overhit for Fitz. He was all over it. I had Colorado in the future bets under 4.5. That doesn't look very good. I might be a believer now in Dion. Primetime Junior. Is he on the Heisman list? 510 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's a pretty good quarterback. And then Travis Hunter had one of the most unbelievable interceptions in the red zone that I have seen. And he reminds me of, remember that guy from Ohio State, Chris Gamble, who played both ways? Mm-hmm. He reminds me a lot like him. They are two studs. We'll see. Is going into Nebraska, no, it's actually at Colorado. Matt Rule's coming to Colorado.
Different regime. Same.
Oh, you were shaking your head like it was in the. It was like a neutral.
I was excited to watch Nebraska, and that was sad.
Yeah, they were winning.
They covered at least.
They covered and were winning, and then blew it at the end, just like Nebraska old days. But it seems like a trap. We'll talk about it. Colorado moved a lot. I think Fitz is going to talk about that down the line.
Moved 11 points since that game.
That's insane. Yeah. And I believe it's more bets on Colorado than any NFL.
Yeah, the public's going that way. I'm not sure if I have the courage to fade Coach Prime just yet.
I know. It seems like a trap, but I don't think I'm going to do it. All right, so I'm glad you guys had an awesome Week 1. I had an awesome Week 1 too. Great games. UVA looked great. So let's talk about the board. To recap, Duke went 1-2 last week. Colorado State, a big loser. I went on board with Colorado State, and I'm not happy about that one. Duke maybe can talk about that. But a win for UCF, started out hot, and then Louisiana Tech SMU didn't go over. So 1-2, could have been better, Duke. But what we got this week? What's on the board?
Well, the game I'm looking forward to watching the most is Texas-Alabama. I know you guys, obviously Colorado game, I'll be glued to that one as I will with watching my Hokies. I'll have the Hokies on one TV and Coach Prime on the other. But Texas-Alabama, very excited about that. Seeing Sark versus Saban last year, that game, Texas had them on the ropes, and Quinn Ewers got hurt. Very interesting this year to watch Texas because you feel like they're coming, and in a way you like Quinn Ewers, but you also got 2 quarterbacks behind him that could play. It's just going to be really interesting to watch that. So, we'll get to that one later as far as how I'm going to bet. The 2 games I'm most excited about betting, first is the Roadrunners from UTSA, laying 13 over Texas State. And then my guys, my Florida Atlantic, they're laying 3.5 over Ohio. You guys saw the post-game celebration. Kodak Black was in the locker room. He took him out on the field, and he was in the locker room, and the whole team was singing. It was a great moment. You guys know I love when hip-hop and sports collide.
Mm-hmm. That's your specialty.
So those are my 2 best bets of the week, UTSA and Florida Atlantic.
I love that. I'm gonna get on that. Fitz, good week for Fitz. 2-1 to start his week. NC State was a loser early on. Rhode Island, give it up for Fitz, and the Rhode Island was a winner. And then Colorado TCU over was an easy hit for him. 2-1, great start. What do you got this week, Fitz, for the board?
Yeah, game looking forward to. Back-to-back weeks picking Nebraska. But for
Make a living in America.
But for a different reason, because Prime is just must-watch after that performance. Yeah, Duke referenced that the spreads moved like 13, 14 points. Could have gotten them plus 10, plus 11.
Wow.
Most bet game of the week. All this has been mentioned. So, yeah, that'll be an early kickoff. I'll be watching that one. Two plays that I like. Two home dogs. I like Wazoo versus Wisconsin. It's a night game. It's Mike Leach Tribune night. I think Washington can win that one outright. And I also like Baylor. This is the grossest pick of the podcast. Plus 7.5 at home against my Utes. They were 4 touchdown favorites last week and lost by 11.
Ouch.
So what could go wrong? But Utah is just not the same team on the road.
And a lot of injuries. Is Rising.
I don't think Rising's going to play.
He's not playing again. Lost their best defensive player early on in the last game. I kind of like that, the Baylor to bounce back. I mean, they got embarrassed.
Yeah. And Baylor got 3 guys back in their secondary. So
yeah. I like that. I like that. And Wazoo. Wisconsin did not look good.
Wazoo beat Wisconsin in this game last year at Wisconsin. So it's interesting now they're going to be playing at Washington State.
All right. I like that. 2 dogs. All right. For me, not to brag, 2-0 last week. Tennessee minus 28. Easy. Told you. Playing UVA. That was a lock. UVA is at home against JMU, and they are underdogs by 6.5. So that sounds bad.
Driving to Colonial Beach to bet that one.
And then Washington minus 14.5. They gave up an early touchdown and then didn't look back. They put up a 50 burger. I think it was like 50-something to 19. Beat Boise State. Easy winner. For me, this week, tough board for me, actually. I was the opposite of this last week, but I'm going Tulane this week at plus 7.5 at home. First Ole Miss. They looked really good against South Alabama. Michael Pratt is a quarterback that maybe you haven't heard of that you should. He's one of the better quarterbacks in the nation. He looked really good last week against a tough defense. And they're at home against Ole Miss. So I like that number. Get the hook at 7.5. And then I'm kind of with Fitz in this game, going with the team that lost, Texas Tech, who was a 14-point favorite, 15 some books against Wyoming, went into double overtime and lost to Wyoming at Wyoming. Wyoming's very tough at home. But Texas Tech is, I believe, a pretty good team. Defensively, they're not very good. Oregon went in there and waxed Portland State 80-7. I don't think Bo Nix is that great. Texas Tech plus 6.5 at home versus Oregon, bounce back game. Oregon putting up 80. I think they come back to earth this week. I'm going to take the hook on that too. So I got 2 dogs as well, Tulane and Texas Tech. All right, let's go to our upset of the week. As a group, we went 1-2. Hawaii Duke did not cover. South Alabama for me did not cover. And Fitz first gets Coastal Carolina over UCLA by the hook. Remember, Duke was saying UCLA is going to bury Coastal. Fitz stuck with his guns and said, nope, I'm taking Coastal 14.5, and he was the only winner. Duke, got anything to say about that?
Well, will say that I disagree with Fitz 3 times last week, and I was 1-2. So Fitz is currently winning that battle.
I love it.
I'm going to disagree with him a lot this week. So I'm getting plenty of opportunities for retribution. Okay.
So we love that running clock.
Before you do your underdog pick, we're gonna. You see under Fitz's name, I gave him a point. So Fitz has a point. We have 0. If you pick the dog and they cover, you get a point. If they win outright, you get 3 points.
Ooh, I like it.
Okay, so if they win outright, is huge.
I wish I'd known that before.
I like this.
I'm getting ready to take a 10.5 point dog as opposed to a
I love
1
my
point
pick
dog.
even more now.
Fair enough. All right, so
We could make a rule like it has to be more than 7, but not this week. We can do that next week.
All right, so my dog of the week is Mexico State, hitting 10.5 from Liberty. I like it if you get 10.5. It's at some places it's 10, so I'm gonna hammer it if I get 10.5. I'm really sad. Hawaii really let me down last week. Everybody was on Hawaii. All the sharps were on Hawaii, and Hawaii just completely pooped it.
Yeah, I was on them too. Fitz, who you got?
I'm going to take Iowa State plus 3.5 at home against Iowa.
You think the game's going to be 3-0?
Dude, wow.
It's one of those unders you want to look at too.
9-6.
6-3.
9-6.
I'm going to sneak this one in here before the rule change next week.
All right, going with my strategy of just taking the team that I bet against last week. Tulane 7.5 will be my upset of the week. I like them to win against Ole Miss, and they're plus 7.5 at home was the key for me. Good quarterback play and at home. 2 keys to success. All right, so I'm going to take Tulane. So we got Iowa State 3.5 from Fitz, New Mexico State 10.5 from Denny, Tulane plus 7.5 from me. Let's go to our cover 3. We had a good week, fellas. Really good week on cover 3. Duke. We'll start with the guy in third place, which is still a good week. Fitz plus 36. And you had who was your loser that hurt you?
I'm getting this confused with the
actual one we did. I actually thought I wrote it down. I must have.
Was it North Texas?
No, you didn't have North Texas, or you would have been buried even further down.
Who lost to Cal? That's who I had.
That was North Texas, right?
Did I not take them in cover 3, or was it cover 5?
I think it was your cover 5.
I don't remember.
But we're just confusing all our listeners.
I think
that's what it was. It was South Carolina. It was South Carolina.
That was the one bet.
The chain gang was eating hot dogs when Beamer was trying to.
It doesn't matter because you still went plus 36, and you're right there in the hunt. Who do you have this week? Again, we just do top 25. They have to be a top 25 team or a team that's playing a top 25 team. You can choose.
I'm going to go with the U plus 4.5 at home against A&M. I don't like Jimbo Fisher or Bobby Petrino, so it's really just a hate pick there. Texas Tech, you talked about them earlier, Gray, plus 6.5. And I want something to root for in this Colorado-Nebraska game, so I will take Colorado minus 3. I don't see them losing at home. Homecoming, Nebraska, I just don't trust them already, so.
And I think, even if they do lose, it's not going to be a blowout.
Right,
Nebraska's not going to put 40 points up on you.
Exactly.
So I'm with you there. And second is Duke. He's plus 43. So a good week for Duke. Duke, who are you taking this week in your cover 3, just between us?
So the 3 games I'm going to target. I'm going to fade your Tulane pick. I bet against Tulane.
Let's go.
I bet against Tulane 3 times last year, and I lost all 3. I bet against them last week, lost. So let's just keep doing it. Let's just keep fading Tulane.
All right. I like this.
I like Ole Miss minus 7 there. My second pick. Really, the next 2 picks are stories that I hope are true this year. Number 1, I'm taking Notre Dame, laying 7.5 at NC State. Obviously, laying 7.5 on the road is not a great way to
make a living.
But I just am a believer in Sam Hartman. I think Hartman's the dude.
0-2 lifetime at NC State.
Yeah, but he's got a better team this time. He was playing this. I don't know if you knew this.
I like Wake.
I'm looking at Denny's picks, and I'm seeing 0-3 here.
Good. I hope you fade me. I don't have to bet with a bookie. I can just bet with you and save the juice. All right, so my third pick is the Longhorns, and I feel like Sark has them headed in the right direction, and I think they're going to keep this close. I think it's going to be a dogfight. I'm not sure who's going to win, but I'm getting 7.5 points. I think this game will come down to a field goal, so give me the Longhorns.
I'll go to Milrow. Look.
He's pretty fast.
Yeah, I liked it.
Yeah,
they're gonna run the ball.
I said he was like a mix of did I tell you this? It's like if Cam Newton, Michael Vick had a baby. He's big, but he can run.
Yeah,
he was fun to watch.
I didn't watch any of that game, so he looked good.
Yeah.
All right, like my pick even better. Tulane, I'm going all in on Tulane, and Duke is 0-3 betting Tulane, and last week lost 2, so Tulane plus 7. Love it. Colorado, I'm with Fitz. Going to ride this wave. Nebraska, even if they win, I don't think it's going to hurt us. Colorado minus 3, and then Bama at home minus 7.5. Texas looked a little shaky in the first half against Rice. They figured it out in the second half. It looked shaky. Quinn Ewers got hurt against Bama last year. Mind games. I just like Bama here. Everyone is like Manning, put him in. He's gonna feel the heat at Bama this year for sure. So Bama minus 7.5. Lock it in. Easy win.
I like having leverage on you two clowns.
Lock of the week. We riding. This is our best bet of the week. It's funny. Me and Fitz both won. Duke didn't. Duke had Colorado State as his lock at plus 10.5. Whoops. Fitz 1-0 with Utah. Good win. Minus 4.5 without Cam Rising beating a Florida team. And then I myself 1-0 had a Washington UNC moneyline parlay. Drake May looks like an NFL quarterback. He's making plays out there. Good win for me. Easy win for me. And so that goes to Duke, who is 0-1, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see.
How many times you said that?
Let's see if he can lock it in this week.
All right. So I don't know if you ever watched Kodak Black interview with Caleb Presley, where he got the letter from President Trump, and Caleb Presley says, "What do you think of Trump?" He goes, "He's a super gremlin." So give me Kodak Black and Florida Atlantic minus 3.5 over Texas State. Lock it up. Best bet.
I know. I ride these bets. I was all in on Colorado State, so I'm going to ride Florida Atlantic with you. All right, Fitz, who we got, man?
Yeah, I'm going to go with you here. I'm going to go Bama minus 7.
Let's go.
And the hook. I don't love it, but that's a game I'll probably be live betting as well.
Yeah.
If they go down early.
I'm going to get y'all a box of tissues for that game.
Yep.
It's going to be a fun game.
Saban versus former assistants.
Yeah.
28-2 in Bama.
Whew.
Yeah.
You're going to be ready for that
Oh,
one.
yeah.
You're going to be ready for that one. They're going to run the ball all over Texas. All right, Bama, my lock of the week as well, minus 7.5. Go get it. 2 guys are on board with it. Denny is not. Me and Fitz are 1-0 in this segment. Denny's 0-1. Quinn Ewers didn't look great against Rice again. And I just think Bama's going to come out ready to play week 2. They look good. I mean, I know they played Middle Tennessee, but they poured it on them. So let's go. Let's go, Bama. Roll Tide. And I just love for Bama. Easy money. Anything.
I record that easy money.
Yeah.
I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it over and over again when Quinn Ewers is fucking throwing darts over the field.
He's getting upset. All right. So that is going to do it for today's show. You guys have anything to add? Denny, anything to add? You want to take some action here? What are we doing?
I'm proud that I live in a country where I can watch college football on Saturday and pro football on Sunday and bet on it. It's just a great place to be. Go USA.
I love it. NFL 2 this week. Gotta love it. Fitz, anything to mention to the people?
I just loved watching Brian Kelly get blown out.
It's always fun.
Beautiful.
Always fun to watch.
And proud of our Hokies for winning their Super Bowl, beating their Commonwealth foe and Sunbelt powerhouse, Old Dominion.
Hokies kept receipts. Kept receipts on OD.
I kept receipts.
Oh, Old Dominion was 3 last year.
3-9. All right. Well, good win for the Hokies. Still have the best.
I sent you that. Did you watch it?
I did.
Yeah.
I did get.
Dude, we got to get him to.
I got.
Seen Sandman.
Never been to a game.
No, I'm a UVA fan. I'm not going to the main stadium. But I know that the Inner Sandman is incredible. Best entrance in college football. All right, that's going to do it, folks. Good luck with your bets this week. Thank you for listening and riding with Graybos, and be sure to tune in next time. Leave us a 5-star review. We are out.
Giblets.
When I go to sleep, I don't see sheep, see dollar signs. $100 got him beat the eyes for the 100th time up a money line. Brock Purdy was irrelevant, now I'm at the front like a cutting line. G5 to the power 5, Graybo's on fire like it's summertime. I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window? I know they watching, I'ma make them sweat. Put your money down, place your bets. Degenerate, yeah, I'm a sicko. Who else gon' get you to the window?